Hello guys, this is Samadhan Kale and welcome to all of you on my YouTube channel Python Developer. Okay guys, in our basic course, that is basic Python, we have taken if ellipse part. Okay, that is the conditional statements in Python. So in that we have taken a basic. Now we will see in this video some questions using the if ellipse statements. Okay, before that guys, guys do not subscribe to my channel, please subscribe it, like and share it. Okay, so that you will get the latest update of videos. So let's start guys. So today's first question is, find whether a number entered by the user is divisible by 3 and 13. Okay, so we have to find some number, we have to enter some number, and that number is should be divisible by 3 and 13 both. Okay, so we have to write the code for it. Suppose I denote n as the number. Okay, now you have to ask the user to enter the number. Okay, so there is a int input statement. Okay, user input statement, we have to use that user input statement. So int for integer guys. Okay, int for integer, any number you have entered, that should be integer. Int of this input statement. In this input statement you can write anything, that is a string, integer, floating number, anything you can write. Okay, int input, you have to write enter a number. Okay, enter a number. Yes, this we have written and I have given the code. Okay, now we have to check this number entered by the user is divisible by 3 and 13. So we will use the if condition. What is if condition guys? If this number n is divisible by 3 means what? If we divide n by 3, we have to get the remainder as 0. That means the modulo division and modulo division by 3 equal to 0. Okay, equal to 0. You have to remember all these operators. Okay, and another condition, this is and is a logical operator we have to use. What is another condition? This n should be again divisible by 13. Yes, so n modulo division 13 equal to 0 again. Okay, and if this condition is satisfied, we have to print this number n. Okay, it is entered, so we will write this n. Okay, now we have to give the format. So n is divisible by 3 and 30. Okay, 3 and 30 we have written in this way. Now in the else part, we write it as print n. Okay, this number n, and in the string we will write n is not divisible by 3 and 13. Yes, okay, let's run it guys. So it will ask to enter some number. Okay, suppose I entered 45. Okay, and give the enter. So you will get the output 45 is not divisible by 3 and 13 by using this condition. If this is satisfied, then it will go to the if part. If it is not satisfied, then it will go to the else part. Very interesting guys. Again, if we run this cell and give some number 39, okay, and enter it, so you will get 39 is divisible by 3 and 13. So you can find the answers of, you can enter the any number which is either divisible by 13 and 3 both. Okay, suppose we have entered 100678. Okay, and enter, so it is not divisible by 3 and 13. Yes, so in this way we can find out. I hope guys all of you understood the first question. If you have any doubt in this question, you can comment it. Okay, now let's take another question. Find whether the number entered by the user is perfect square or not. Okay, so guys, in mathematics generally, what is a perfect square? If we take any number square root, and again that square root plus 0.5, we add it 0.5 in the square root. Okay, suppose we take square root of 4, that is a 2, when we add 0.5 into, that is 2.5, and takes its square, that is something 5 point something, okay, 2.5 square something else, okay. And then we have to take that number's integer part. We have to take that number's integer part, and if that number's integer part equal to the given number, then and then the given number is perfect square, okay. So first we will ask the user to enter the number, or we have to use the mathematics library. So we have to use the import math first, okay, import math, because we have to find square root. Yes, import math, and then n is equal to int input. Yes, int input, enter a number. Yes, now I copy this one so that each and everything will be there, okay. I will paste it here, okay. Enter a number. Now we have to take a square root of this number, okay. So I will write it as root is equal to math dot sqrt of this number n. Yes, of this number n. Now apply the condition. In the if statement you will write as this root, okay, this root plus 0.5 plus 0.5 or 0.5 and its square. So write double star square, and this should be equal to n, equal to n. So if it is satisfied, then the entered number is perfect square, okay. So we have to print then, okay, we have to print entered number is perfect square, okay, perfect square. Or we can write, instead of entered, okay, and the number, we can write it as this n, okay, comma is a perfect square. And then in the else part we will write it as else print it is not a perfect square, okay, print n is not perfect square, okay. I will copy the same one and paste it here, and is, here I will write as not, okay guys, here ask, and let's run it. Firstly it will ask to enter a number. Suppose I enter 4, okay. So 4 is not a perfect square, 4 is not a perfect square. Suppose we will enter as 5. Yes, we will enter as 5 and run it. Sorry, not run, we have to give the enter. Yes, firstly we will run it. Now I have to refresh it because it's run, okay. So this is very simple guys. Find whether the number entered by the user, we have to ask the user whether the number is perfect square or not. So we have used this condition. If this condition is satisfied, then the entered number is perfect square, okay. And if it is not satisfied, then it is not a perfect square, okay. Let's see, if we run this and write as 5, give the enter. So 5 is not a perfect square, okay, 5 is not a perfect square again. But let's see why 4 is not perfect square, because it is not integer na, so we have to take the integer part of this one, okay. So integer part of root plus 0.5 square, okay. Now it will be give you 4 as a perfect square, okay. So 4 is a perfect square, we have to take the integer part. And again if we run this 5, okay, and enter, 5 is not a perfect square. If we take on a 16, yes, 16 and enter it, 16 is a perfect square, yes. So this is the thing. Now next question is guys, find out the number is even or odd, okay. either the number even or odd. So we will ask the user, yes, to enter any number, enter any number, and that number is entered number either is even number or odd number. Okay, we have write n is int input, enter the number. We will use the condition. So all of we know when the number is even number, when the number is divisible by 2, then it is even number. So we will apply the condition. So if this number modulo division 2 equal to 0, if is number divided by 2, we will get remainder as 0. Then we have to print this number n. This number n is what? Is even number. Yes, is even number. And in the else part we will write it as print this number n. This number n is not a perfect, is not a even, that means is odd number. Yes, and let's run it, guys. Firstly, if we take as 1 and enter, 1 is the odd number. Yes, again, if we take any number, suppose 68, so we will get 68 is a even number. Yes, so this is the question. I hope, guys, all of you understood the even number and odd number. Now the next question is, find out the given number is positive, negative, or 0. Here we have three conditions. Okay, positive, negative, and 0. We will use if, elif, and else. Okay, so I will take a number. This is number entered by the user. Now I will check this number is positive, negative, or 0. All of we know when the number is positive, if it is greater than 0, then it is positive. And when it is negative, if it is less than 0, then it is negative. And when it is 0, if it is equal to 0, it will be 0. So I will use first if condition. In this if condition, I will write n is greater than 0. Yes, if this number n is greater than 0, I will print it as this number n entered by the user is positive number. Yes, is positive number. Yes, now in the elif part, okay, second condition I will use elif this number n is less than 0. If it is less than 0, then what will happen? We have to print this number n. This number n is negative number. Yes, is negative number. And in the else part, we will write it is 0. Okay, so else print n, okay, is 0. N is 0. And let's run it, guys. Suppose I will take first as 0. So 0 is a 0. Yes, and if I run as a minus 89, then it will give minus 89 is a negative number. Okay, if I take as 56, then it will write as 56 is a positive number. Yes, so this is the positive, negative, and 0. Let us take the next question, guys. Find out the given number is one of the digited or two digited, three digited, or more than 3 digit. Okay, there are 4 conditions. Okay, either the number entered by the user is 1 digit, 2 digit, 3 digit, or more than 3 digits. Okay, so firstly we will ask the user to enter the number. Okay, so it is asked. Now I will use if condition when the number is 1 digit from 1 to 10. Okay, now I will apply n is greater than 0. N should be greater than 0, and n is less than 10. If n is greater than 0 and less than 10, then the number is 1 digit number. Yes, so I will print here as this number n is 1 digit number. Yes, 1 digit number. Okay, now second, when the number is 2 digit number, when it is greater than 10, okay, or greater than equal to 10 and less than 100. So I will use in elif condition. Okay, Elif. Okay, in the Elif part, I will write it as n greater equal 10, greater equal 10, and this n should be less than 100. N should be less than 100. And in this statement, I will print it as this number n is entered by the user is two-digit number. Yes, it is two-digit number. Yes, I have to use here R. Okay, now the three-digit number. When it is three-digit number, again I will use Elif condition. Okay, Elif condition. Now this n should be greater than or equal to 100, and it is less than 1000. Yes, then and then it should be three-digit number. Okay, and I will print here as this number n is entered by the user is three-digit number. Okay, three-digit number. Now, what is the remaining? It is more than three-digit number, so I will take it an else part. Okay, so else I have to print this number n is more than, okay, more than three-digit number. Okay, three-digit number, and let's run it, guys. So firstly, I will write as 4. Okay, 4 is one-digit number. Now again I will write as 10. Okay, 10. So it will give me 10 is a two-digit number. Okay, again if you write 99, it will be same. Again I will give 109. It is a three-digit number. And suppose I will write as 1 2 3 4 or 1 2 4 this one. So 1346 is more than three-digit number. Okay, guys, in this way you can find. Now let us take the next question. Find out the entered number is the smallest four-digit number or not. Okay, so we ask the user to enter some number, and we have to check whether this number is the smallest four-digit number or not. So we know, guys, what is the smallest four-digit number? That is 1000. Okay, that is 1000, and we will use the condition if this number n is equal to 1000. Yes, if it is 1000, then it is the smallest four-digit number. So we will print n is, okay, n is smallest four-digit number. Yes, and in the else part we will write it as it is not a smallest four-digit number. Okay, so print not smallest, yes, four-digit number. Yes, and let's run it. So what we will get first? I will enter as 1000. Okay, so 1000 is the smallest four-digit number, and if I will enter as, that is 789, and run it, so it is not a smallest four-digit number. Okay, this is the thing. Now the next question, guys, very interesting question. Find out the given year is leap year or not. Okay, find out the given year is leap year or not, whether the given year is a leap year or not. Now I will ask to user, okay, user to enter year. Okay, now instead of n, I will write it as year is equal to input enter a year. Okay, enter a year. So any year you want to enter. Now we know, guys, the condition for leap year. What is the condition for leap year? If the year is divisible by 4 and 400, then it is a leap year. 4 and 400, then it is a leap year. But if the year is divisible by 100, it is not a it is not a leap year. So we have to use this condition also. Now I will use in the if part. What is if part, guys? If this year is divisible by 4, that means is a division equal to 0, that means when divided by 4, the remainder is 0. And we will use and what is and? This year okay, should be, if it is divisible by 100, if it is divisible by 100, so which is not equal to 0, which is not equal to 0, which should not be equal to 0. So this is another condition. And then or, in the or we will write this year is divisible by 400, that means it is equal to 0. So this is our condition. And we will print now, we will print this year, okay, year comma is leap year, okay. And in the else part we will write it as else not a leap year, okay. Print this year comma is not leap year, okay. It's a very simple. Here I have to write as r, and here 1 2 3 4, and here I have to give the colon, and let's run it, guys. Okay, first it will ask me to enter the year. Suppose I will enter as 2020. So 2020 is a leap year. Okay, 2020 is a leap year. Again, if I run it as 2024, okay, it is a leap year. If I enter as 2021, it is not a leap year. Okay, if I enter as 2000, okay, so it is a leap year, it is a leap year, okay. So this is the thing that we have to remember, okay, guys. Now let's take another example, and this is the last example of this video. Find a maximum number of out of the given three numbers. So we have to enter three numbers and we have to find which is the maximum number, okay. Now I will use as this n number, okay. Again another one, I have to enter three numbers na? So I will use as this as a n1, okay, n1, then it is n2, okay, and lastly it is n3. These are the three numbers that should be entered by the user. Now I will use the condition. If this number n1 is greater than n2, and it should be greater than n3 also, okay. So n1 is greater than n3. If this is satisfied, then I have to print the number n1, is maximum, okay. It is a maximum. Now in the Elif part, okay, here are the four conditions, okay. So in the Elif part I will write as this number n2. For n2 is greater, okay, I will use the condition n2 is greater than n1, and this n2 is greater than n3. If it is satisfied, then I have to print this number n2, okay, is maximum, okay. And next condition is again in Elif part for number 3. So this is n3. If this number n3 is greater than n1, and this number n3 should be greater than n2. If this is satisfied, then I will print as this number n3 is maximum. Okay, maximum. And in the else part, what I will write? If these are not satisfied, then in the else part, I will write print the number or all are equal. Okay, these all numbers are equal. Okay, are equal. Okay, how to write here as r. Now, if I run this, I should have to enter three numbers. Suppose I have entered 2, 4, and 5. Okay, so 5 is maximum. Now, if I use all three numbers as 9, 9, and 9. Oh, okay, sorry. 9, then 9, and again 9. So all now are equal. Okay, so I hope guys all of you understood these questions, and in briefly now you can understood the if else statement, that is the conditional statement. Okay guys, so if you like my video, please share it, okay, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching the video.